Time for shadow play. Admiral Tanay, Takela, the survivor you rescued from Demora Station, has provided some very interesting information that both the Tal Shiar and the new race with which they are allied, the Elachi. Meanwhile, the Romulan Republic and neutral colonies are continuing to report mysterious abductions. We believe these two events are related. Takela wants to go home to her colony on Serene Prime. Let me actually... Serene Prime. Let's put a story to go towards you while I narrate this mission. There we go. The colony there has remained independent from both the remains of the Romulan Star Empire and the burgeoning Romulan Republic. That puts them at a delicate balancing act. We thought taking Takela home would be a good opportunity to figure out what's happening behind the scenes of the Romulan conflict. We would like you to go to Serene Prime and investigate. See, any cool loot from this? Not really. Plasma weapons. I guess a plasma torpedo launcher wouldn't be that bad. Ah, Serene Prime. Oh, new duty officers. So, this will happen when you level up once in a while. You get a duty officer pack. You know, get that. And then, yeah, I got this at level 31. Open up the duty officer pack and ta-da! We got some more duty officers. Some good ones, actually. Greens. And then, that's it. So, we shall... Well, let me maneuver to Serene Prime. And we begin shadow play. Alyssa Flores. Captain, we have arrived in the Serene system. This is supposed to be a neutral colony, but I'm detecting multiple Romulan Star Empire ships, as well as a shield wall surrounding the planet. If this is a blockade, they're very serious about keeping people out. The warbirds are arming weapons, sir. We might have to fight if we want to return our guest to her colony. Speaking of which, Takela would like a word.
I can't thank you enough for returning me. It looks like the Romulan Star Empire has been busy while I was away. They were already lobbying our council to join them, but Romulan Republic envoys are there as well. Now the Empire is blockading the planet, probably to prevent information like ours from reaching our leaders. The shield wall is new. I guess the Tal Shiar constructed it. You should be careful.
It isn't the first time we've run into afoul of the Romulan Star Empire. We'll open the ass whooping. Hail this Romulan Imperial swine. There you are.
This planet is protected by the Romulan Star Empire. State your business.
I am returning.
Identify this citizen.
I'll tell the truth.
That is the name of a fugitive wanted by the Romulan Star Empire. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded.
No. Starfleet diplomacy at its best. Fire at will. Phaser broadsides. That's a total of what? 7 phaser banks hitting him? Aw, that's not a good deflector. I mean, it's probably better than the one I got, but... Ooh, scan rubidium more! Oh, hello, Arrow! Welcome back. Ah, where'd that ore go? Oh well, I don't need it. We shall beam down to the surface and return to Kela.
believe I finally made it home. Thank you. I never thought I'd see this place again. I would give you the grand tour such as it is, but I need to get back to my family. I never thought I'd see them again either. You should talk to a representative from our council. Follow the path ahead and it will lead you to our central square. There should be someone you can speak with there.
Welcome home, Takela. Patriotic Bear, that depends on your skill build and how comfortable you are with your crit rate chances. If you're... my main character is a DPS crit build and has high crit percentage chance, so I go with anti-proton beam arrays, and I specifically go for anti-proton beam arrays with the CRTD modifier, so they do even more crit damage severity. So the beams I have on my main have crit damage times 2 on them, and by default, anti-proton beams does 20 extra percent critical damage. So whenever I land a critical hit, I actually deal a total of 60% increased critical damage. So yeah, my crit damage is crazy on my main character. That's pretty much how I roll. But a good secondary, well, to me, anti-proton's kind of at the top if you're a crit build. But if you're not a crit build, the next best energy weapon type would be Disruptor. And there's a pretty good story arc mission reward that gives you Disruptor Plasma Hybrid, which are pretty good, but you can only earn them at a Mark 11, I believe. And then if you want to upgrade them higher, I think you need to upgrade them. So, in my opinion, those are the two best weapon types, in my opinion, just for all around everything. Specialty builds, and I'm not on my main, so I can't really show you, but a specialty build would be the Refracting Tetrion, which is a fun build. I actually have that build on one of my alternate characters. I have Refracting Tetrion beam banks, and it's just fun to use because when the 2.5% chance to proc happens, and you have a bunch of enemies packed in a tight gravity well, you just see the refracting Tetrion just bounce in between them, and it's like, ooh, yay! I just procced. So it's a fun thing.
Jolan True, and welcome to Sereni Prime. Oh, thank you for returning Takela to us. I'm sure her family is pleased she is safe. However, you have arrived at an interesting time. I was just preparing to meet with representatives from the Romulan Star Empire and the Romulan Republic. Each are urging our colony to join their faction. We've done our best to stay out of the conflict until now, but I fear we will soon be forced to take a side.
Yes, we met one of the Empire's representatives in orbit. They tried to destroy my ship.
Yes, the Empire has a way of offering assistance that feels more like a threat. They offered security services for my world, and I could not risk refusing them. And, to be fair, there have been no abductions since the fleet began protecting the planet.
Abductions?
A number of our citizens went missing in the weeks before the Empire arrived. The Empire blames the Republic, of course, but I think Sela likes to blame them for a lot of things. There's no evidence they are responsible, however. In fact, there's no evidence at all. And I think that if the Republic were behind these kidnappings, they would leave some trace behind. If you would care to speak to the representatives, I would be interested in hearing what your opinion of them is.
I am honored by your request, Counselor. Alright, so torpedo types. I'm a fan of photon, quantum, transphasic torpedoes. And the reason I'm a fan of those three types is for different reasons. If you're going with an anti-proton beam set, the reputation set from the Iconian gives you a nifty three-piece weapon set. It's a photon torpedo, I believe. It's the Radiant armament set. So a Radiant photon torpedo, a Radiant anti-proton beam array, and I forget what the console is called. But those three items are actually pretty fun. With the if then that's what I recommend if you're going with the anti-proton build. But the reason why I say those three types of torpedo is because if you're a fan of using torpedo high yield, those torpedoes won't turn into destructible torpedoes, such as chronotons. Like chronoton torpedoes, you could target and destroy them if you use them with high yield. If you use plasma, they become targetable and could be destroyed. And then I know I'm missing a torpedo type. I believe I'm missing a torpedo type and I can't think about it. But that's the reason why I don't like that. And preferably, I would take torpedo spread over high yield just so you could keep DPS across many targets up. I mean, fire at will. You see me just going pew, 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 laser show. So that's kind of like the routine I settle with now. Polaron weapons are also special. And what I mean by special is I have a character that does run the Jem'Hadar set and Polaron weapons. And although fun, Polaron weapons aren't ideal against in some situations. Polaron weapons are actually pretty good against, I'm trying to remember their name, the Voth. So Polaron weapons are good against the Voth because Voth are, especially when you do the STFs, where you go against their dreadnoughts and their bulwarks, they have pretty tanky shields. So Polaron could just, vaporize their shields. But like Polarons are, I would say, second or third string damage types. And they're not good for every situation. They're specialized for specific enemy types. But don't get me wrong, they could be good. You could actually make them work. But I'm just of the opinion that phasers are the least effective. I know it breaks my heart to say that. Yes, anti-proton and then disruptor type damage sits at the top number 1 and number 2 in my opinion. And this is for all damage against all things all around. Doesn't matter if what kind of enemy NPCs you face again.
You are not welcome here, Starfleet.
Oh, fine. The counselor feels differently. She asked me to speak with you and to give her my opinion.
Then she is a fool. The Federation are allies of the terrorists who seek to destroy what remains of our glorious empire. You will do nothing here but sow dissent and unrest. I also know that you destroyed a ship protecting this planet, with callous disregard for the safety of the citizens of this colony. I have nothing more to say to a murderer.
Oh, now I really want to murder. He left me no
You
choice.
had no choice? Those words have been the excuse of monsters since time immemorial. On the chance, however, that the Council is foolish enough to be swayed by your biased opinion, I will explain that the Romulan Star Empire is Serene Prime's only hope for peace and stability. We alone possess the military strength and operational effectiveness to keep this planet safe. The terrorists from the Republic can only offer them a portion of their own loss and suffering. The Empress has already sent ships to defend this colony. That is evidence of our intentions.
Your intentions are clear, Sub-Commander. I think I've heard enough. Arrow. Well, like I said, if you want to buy, like, I'm just saying the Battlecruiser bundle, like I told you, is kind of still, like, just the Starship trait you get from it. I got 10k extra DPS, and I was in my Jupiter, and that was my first time heading out in the Jupiter when I, arrange all my skills, traits, and everything on it. First time doing a DPS run, I hit 27k. I was like, what the hell? And all that was different from my T6 escort was I slotted that trait and I changed from an Ox to Bat build back to a Dragon. And instead of and I kept what's that trait called? It's the auxiliary power something offensive type, where depending on your auxiliary power level, you get bonus damage. That was the only changes I made, and I went from being a 17 to 19k DPS average to 27k. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that's the only reason why I'm gonna say, yeah, the battle cruisers are pretty good at tier 6 for their starship trait, if nothing else. But if you like the Dreadnought bundle, I mean the Colossi Dreadnought. Come on, that thing's a transformer. It goes into siege mode. And then you got the Yamato Dreadnought with the spinal lance cannon and all that. The Kara looks ugly, but it's a Dreadnought.
A pleasure to meet you. What can I do for you?
What is your mission here?
My intent was to speak to the Council about the advantages of joining the Republic. Fortunately, I arrived before the blockade, and the Council has extended their protection to me. Otherwise, I'd probably be on my way to one of the Tal Shiar's prison facilities by now. The Empress likes to hide her threats in a few layers of deception and lies. It can be difficult for a peaceful world like Serene Prime to resist. But if we all stick together, we will be able to rise up and defeat the Tal Shiar once and for all.
You have ambitions and goals, Sub-Commander. Look. Okay.
Well, what did you think of them?
I'm going to encourage neutrality.
An interesting perspective. Thank you for your suggestion. Our most convincing evidence comes from a survivor of Virenat. And if his story can be believed, he says he knows who is behind these abductions. You should speak to him before you leave. He's behind that building.
Ooh, Arrow. I will guarantee you will have fun with the battlecruiser. It's like I said, it's like the destroyers. Well, the destroyers or the Chelgret cruiser. If you remember the Chelgret cruiser, it's got heavy weapons. It could pack dual cannons. It turns good for a cruiser. It's pretty tanky, and yeah, it's all around pretty good. Fun.
Yes, I was at Virenat. My family died there. My friends. It wasn't terrorists who destroyed my home, and it certainly wasn't the Republic. It was the Tal Shiar and their friends. But you don't have to take my word for it. Virenat has been abandoned since the attack. Go see what our Empress does to her people.
I'm sorry for your loss, Relkin. Beam me up. There. It appears we have done all we can here, sir. Shall we return to the ship? Beam up. To the Osorio. Osorio. Ososori. Ososori. Sir, course locked for Vernet. However, there are Romulan ships decloaking. They are hailing us, Captain.
Your presence here is unauthorized. Furthermore, we have evidence that you had a role in the destruction of the IRW Rhea and the deaths of her crew. Lower your shields.
Sorry, that trick didn't work the first time. Sir, there's a Romulan Republic vessel here as well. They're hailing us.
You appear to have run afoul of the Tal Shiar. Do you require assistance?
We can handle it. And he warps out. Galaxy class versus the Didyrix battlecruiser. Dude, that thing's as big as a galaxy. I still need to buy one of those for my Romulans. Sir, I recommend we cross the shield barrier and exit the system before Tal Shiar reinforcements arrive. Agreed. Lay in a course. Helm. Oh. Hydrazine gas. Aw. Bum. Bum. Give me the loot. Ooh, positron. Turn. Aha! I am free! Warp to Veronat. Ups. There we go. Warp to Veronat. Helm. Of course for tasty biscuits and tea. I'm just an ensign here on the Osorio, but did he just say tasty biscuits and tea? Ignore him, ensign. His universal translator goes on the fritz sometimes. If he says tea and biscuits when we're setting course, just set course and warp. If he says send tea and biscuits when we're in red alert and we're fighting someone, just fire at will and torpedo spread everything and you'll be fine, rookie. Have that kind of captain? Like, really? His universal translator is busted? Yes. Okay. Devrel, report. We have arrived at the Veronat system. Sensors are detecting no signs of activity in the system, not even satellites. For a once populated world, the sensor silence is eerie. Set course for planet. We shall arrive. Hail, biscuit. Sir, this debris appears to be from a Romulan vessel. It's old, but it took some heavy energy weapon hits before it was destroyed. You don't normally see battles like this near agricultural colonies. Sir, I'm detecting a vessel. Wait, there's nothing there. Must have been a sensor echo. Oh, tactical. It's a cloak ship! Sir, this appears to be debris from a vessel of unknown configuration. However, the energy signatures conform to the limited information we have about the Elachi. There's not enough here for the ship to have been destroyed, sir. Whatever it was, it probably survived this battle. Could this be the mysterious enemy the survivors talk about? This Elachi? We need more information. I don't know why, but I want to hear the 1812 overture as I do this for some reason. Oh, curse you, roll for it, making me want to hear the 1812 overture. 11 out of 10. Pink urine corn. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. That's fine. Talking about a stream that I watch about Shadowrun. Yes, beam down to planet surface. Biscuits and all that. Tasty gravy. This place is destroyed, Captain, but the damage is only a few months old. I am not detecting any humanoid life signs. However, there are several insect life forms around the area. You should be cautious. Roomba, go! Go, Roomba! Go! Go! Yes! Roomba of death! Wow, bugs go splat. Splat, splat. Oh, this poor sod. Oh, ew. Sir, although this colonist died of a plasma weapon discharge, her tissue appears to be infected with some kind of fungal spores. The bio readings I am getting are somewhat similar to some of the readings from the prisoners on Installation 18. The evidence of Elachi involvement is mounting. Take a sample. Shoot him in the bug butt! Flanking damage in the bug butt! Oh wait, there is a little arrow going this way. Haha. Roomba, go! Roomba! I said I summoned you! How dare you not obey me? Aw. Oh! Roomba, Roomba, go, go! Aw! It poofed before it went off! Oh no! There it is. There's its plasma cloud thing. Dang. Yeah. The blue's plasma fire, but if you see a green cloud, that's the Roomba. Almost like, oh wow, that's a glitch! I gotta report that as a glitch for this weapon. When in first person mode, if you hit 2, it doesn't activate. Collect evidence. I don't think this device is some kind of beacon, but it doesn't conform to any technology I'm familiar with. However, the components seem to match some of the equipment we discovered on Installation 18. Well, get a full scan. Starfleet will want to review our findings. And last place to collect evidence. Wahahaha. Captain Zuriz, Captain Zuzuzu. He's a Benzite, right? I keep forgetting if he... Yeah, he's a Benzite. I know it's not Bolian. Bolians are something else. He's a Benzite, right? Yes, he is a Benzite. With his on-the-chest breathing apparatus to assist. I still want to make a Mon Calamari in this game. I want to make a Mon Calamari. Actually, I also would love to make... Oh, Zoidberg. I'd love to make Zoidberg as well. I know you can make Roger from um, American Dad. I've actually seen people run around as Roger, and I'm like, oh my god, that is awesome. Roomba. Roomba, Roomba. That is one hell of a crater. This crater was created by an orbital strike from a plasma weapon of Romulan origin. Since it is doubtful the colony destroyed themselves, it could only have been the Tal Shiar. Sir, I am detecting a subspace transmission. We can access it at that console over there. Oh, I know this. Mines, mines, mines everywhere. We're gonna need mines. Darva, put down. Medical generator, mortar fab. Put down my turret. More mines. Then we activate the console. Welcome, guest. You have one message from Empress Sela. Would you like to play it now?
Citizens of the Empire, it is with great sorrow that I report the destruction of our colony in the Virinat system by the terrorist insurgents known as the Romulan Republic. I believe most of the residents of Virinat were loyal subjects of the Empire who were unaware of the terrorist cell hidden amongst their homes and families. Their deaths are a tragedy. When the Tal Shiar attempted to remove the insurrectionists and save Virinat and its people, the Romulan Republic destroyed the entire colony rather than submit to the lawful authority of my forces. I grieve for the loss of innocent life. Rest assured that those responsible will be found and punished for their crimes against the Romulan people. Virinat will not be forgotten.
I am getting some unusual energy readings, similar to the ones we received from that strange beacon. Yeah, I know. The lady. Captain, a ship of unknown configuration has decloaked and is arming weapons. Recommend that you and the away team return to Sorio immediately. Emergency beam up! I'm going to be streaming for another 40 minutes, and then I'm going to be shutting it down. Oh, server. It's struggling to make a new instance for me to do my mission in. That's why there's no server response. They're like, oh shit, this player needs this instance. Make it! It's going to take like a minute. There we go. Alyssa Flores. It was a scout ship, Captain. We drove it off, but I'm expecting reinforcements any moment. Acknowledged. Ah, my shields are down. Console, Tetrion Pulse Generator. Captain, we are receiving a priority subspace transmission from Starfleet Command. You want me to put it on the main view screen? On screen!
To all Starfleet vessels,
Our allies in the Romulan Republic are under attack by the Tal Shiar. All combat-ready vessels are ordered to report to New Romulus immediately. Individual orders to follow.
Open channel to Admiral Tanay.
Thank you for responding so quickly. Your orders are to rendezvous with Battle Group Phi at Veronat and proceed to New Romulus to reinforce our vessels there. The battle is already underway.
We are on our way, Admiral. Helm. That course.
Glad to have you here. Let's get to New Romulus.
Oh, cat is. I should ambush her. Make her talk into the microphone.
We are grateful beyond words for your help. You have arrived in the nick of time. New Romulus does not have the developed orbital defenses necessary to repel such an attack, and Admiral Kararek is calling for as many ships as possible to defend the planet. The flotilla protecting the planet has been pushed back by the enemy assault. They are at their final line now. They need your help.
Battle stations!
Join us. Concentrate fire on the command ship.
Fire at will? Oh dear lord. Oh, get evasive maneuvers, get us the hell out of this targeting. Fire at will. Lay the dogs low. Reinforcements. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I'm right in the path of it. Oh, this is gonna one-shot me. Okay, it didn't one-shot me, but it hurt. Oh, those punks took my phasers offline for a moment. It's a laser show! Oh god, no! Crap! Get out! Ooh. It's the light show! I know they told me to go for the command ship, but I'm just having too much fun firing at will at everything here. Focus fire on the Shesar command ship. She shall burn. Destruction of the enemy command ship has thrown the enemy fleet into confusion. Fire at will. Everything. Bring me everything. The bear! Point defense system activated. Wow, that point defense system really is pretty powerful. In furball fights. Wow. Oh, all that's left is a Qualsh frigate. Okay, it's a Kulash. Nope, we're gonna make sure it's dead first. There we go. Sir, we are being hailed by the Romulan Republic. On screen.
On behalf of the Romulan Republic, thank you for your assistance today. You have saved our new world from destruction. We cannot begin to repay these deeds you have performed today, but know that your names will go down in history.
We were honored to be of service. Looks like we are done here, sir. Are you ready to depart the system? Depart. Was pretty fun. See, those are the kind of story missions I like, where there's just so much crap packed in there to fight that you're just firing at everything, and it's just like, wow, this is insane. This is like watching, the Dominion War battles, from DS9. Those that's just, to me, I just loved like that whole Dominion War arc and the fighting. Alright, so Shadowplay. Admiral today. The Romulan Republic extends their sincere gratitude for your assistance in saving their home world. We now know the race you encountered there is called the Elachi, and they are the Tal Shiar's new allies. From what you found on Veronat and what they tried to do at New Romulus, I'd say that whatever they're doing, it's not in our best interests. The Republic is continuing to search for clues to reveal what exactly is happening to the people being abducted by the Elachi. You, however, may be set to a different task. Alright, what do I want to get? I guess I'll get the torpedo launcher, even though not a huge... Well, as long as you don't high yield.
Congratulations, Captain.
As long as you